basically to help them make their websites better so they can sell more stuff.
And I'm Craig. I work with Jeremy at Trinity Insight. My job is called a web analyst, and what I do is with the websites that we work with, the sites that sell stuff, we watch and track what users are doing, so we know how they behave and what they're trying to do on the website, so that way we know how we can make it better.
Shortly after college, I was working for a company that owned a website that sold things online, and I was doing a lot of design stuff for them, so I was making pictures of products and images to put on the website, and that's kind of when I started becoming interested in programming and learning about the code that actually goes into building the website and making it work and function and be able to sell products. So that was when I became interested in coding and programming. What about you?
After college, I got a job where I had to test out computer programs and software that my company was creating. So it was my job to go in and push all the buttons and see what broke, what worked, and what didn't work, and then report that back to the actual designers and programmers. And just seeing how that all worked together and the process of testing something and seeing if it works and going back and fixing it, that's what made me interested in coding.
In college, did you both study computer science, computer programming?
I actually didn't. I just studied design, so just like drawing and using the computer to make art, that's what I studied.
And I went to school for architecture.
Okay. And so did you do any, I suppose some computer stuff within your study, but...
Yeah, I was really interested in computers and obviously the internet and websites and stuff like that, but my main focus was on the design part. But yeah, I mean, I quickly shifted shortly after college.
I was very lucky where I went to school to be able to take classes a lot like this one. I didn't get to start as early as you guys did, so that's even better. But when I was in 7th grade and all the way through high school, I took computer apps and web design classes, learning how to make websites, things like that. So I already had a little bit of a background in that kind of stuff.
I'm a little, again, when I was working for that website that sold things online, sold office supplies, and I basically taught myself. I did a lot of research. I used the internet to research and to find out how to code. I also relied on some other people that worked at the company that coded the websites. I spoke with them and used them as references to try to help me learn. And it was a lot of trial and error. So I would try something, and then I would look at how it appeared on the website, and if it didn't appear right, then I would go back and try something different with the code. So it was it was kind of different from how you're learning now, because you're actually getting to use websites to teach you guys how to do it. So, and I could have taken college classes, but at the time I was more focused on trying to learn by trial and error.
Yeah, I also basically taught myself how to program. I used a lot of online tools. None of them are as cool as the ones you guys get to use, but there was more watching a video and then trying it and then seeing if it worked or not, and then going back and trying it again. But there's a lot of really helpful tools and websites that can teach you coding.
I do. I mean, it's weird, like kind of when I explain to my parents and even my grandparents what it is that I do, they kind of look at me really confused, like, how is that even possible? I'm sure maybe your parents or your grandparents are like that when you're telling them about what you do on the laptops with the code, and they're just like, I don't know how you do that. It feels kind of cool, like it's a superpower, doesn't it?
Yeah, I kind of think it is a superpower too, mostly because whatever you can think of or imagine that you want to create something new, it's possible with coding. So if you want to make a cool website or program a robot to do a dance, anything like that, like you can, it's all possible. So
for me, I helped build what was called a binder finder. So the website that I worked on sold office supplies. So a lot of the same things that you have around here, and we sold 3-ring binders. And one of the things that I made was, you've all used like a search box on a website, right, to type something in and look for it. So rather than having to do that, what we had was multiple like little drop downs and options where you could select the color of binder that you wanted, if you wanted a 3-ring or a 4-ring binder, and then like what size of rings you wanted on the binder, and then you'd select all of those and hit go, and then it would provide you with a list of binders that exactly matched what you're looking for, whether it be a white 3-ring binder or a black one with big D rings or something like that. So that was probably the coolest thing that I've helped build.
And for me, how many of you guys watch videos on your phone, or on your tablet, and listen to music? So I had a bunch of videos on my phone and music and videos on my tablet. And the company I worked for, I helped to create a program that took all of the videos and music on my computer, on my phone, on my tablet, on my computer at work, and put them all into one place on the internet. And then I could play it or listen to the music all from just one location. So just my one phone had access to all my videos and music on all my other computer or my other devices as well. So,
yeah. Thing is that with programming and coding, there's lots of different ways to solve one problem. You could have multiple steps in getting to your one final solution, or someone else could figure it out in 2 steps to get to that final solution. But the important thing to remember is that you're arriving at that one final solution, or you're programming that one thing. So never really get frustrated when things don't work, because there's probably multiple ways that you can actually accomplish that one thing. So there's not always going to be just one right answer on how to do it with code.
I guess my advice is a little similar to Jeremy's in that, to not get frustrated when you're working on something or trying to solve a problem. If you can't get one piece of it to work, and you keep on trying it and it's not working, go ahead and take a break and maybe work on a different part of the code or of the program you're working on. Solve a different part of the problem and then come back to that one, or take a break from it entirely if you're getting really frustrated. Because you never know, after taking a break from it and you come back, the answer or the fix might seem obvious when you